some shelter, cause we're blowing down this house. We are a hurricane. I'm blowing in and we're taking names. Bring in the soul, here we go. Put your hands up, cause we are a hurricane. We are a hurricane. Better get your umbrella, cause this wind's gonna kill you. There's no stopping us now, we'll blow down this house, yeah. We are a hurricane. I'm blowing in and we're taking names. Bring in the soul, here we go. Put your hands up.
Well, hello, good evening, and welcome to this venue here in Oxfordshire. You are looking at live pictures of the venue of the Oxfordshire Pro-Am for 2024. My name is Tony Lyford, and glad to have the pleasure of your company. We've already gone through 3 rounds of amateur skiing and 2 rounds of pros over the last couple of days. Our schedule consists of the top 8 women, actually the top 7 women in this pro slalom competition, and the top 8 men. There's your schedule. Women's final will take to the water first. We anticipate a start time at around 9:45 this evening. We're on a little bit early to make sure that everything that needs to be happening and everything from an electronic point of view is working correctly, and we're all prepared to have a fantastic competition of slalom. And here we are, right here at Queenberry Lake, the home site of the Oxfordshire Waterski and Wakeboard Club. My name is Tony Lyford. I'm glad to welcome you back here once again as we continue on with this competition. We have our sage, we have our DJ, we have a vast throng of people getting ready to watch the world's best slalomers, and that should occur within about the next few minutes. So make sure you grab your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage, because yes indeed, we are about to throw down in the nighttime with women's slalom and men's slalom. There is your schedule, and for women's and men's, and before we go into commercials, it'll probably be worth a while to take a look at who will be featured in the women's slalom final. We have 7 skiers, and there is your lineup. The start list will feature Violetta Masiolski. We've got Alex Garcia, then Beatrice Yanni, Alicia Bagnoli, Manon Costa, Ali Nicholson, and finally Jamie Paul. That is the list of 7 finalists in the women's slalom. Now, so far as the men's slalom is concerned, it was certainly a titanic battle between the world's top skiers and those trying to make an impact by themselves in this competition. And we'll reveal the men's slalom final list in just a moment as we take a look around the facility and see the mass of humanity making its way along the shoreside, getting ready for the competition to take place ahead right here at this venue. And first event is going to be the women's slalom, and that will take place first. So There's our countdown timer. And when we return, we'll be just in time to take the women's slalom out on the water right here at the 2024 inaugural Oxfordshire Pro-Am. And we'll be back after this.
What if I told you there was a place where the sounds of nature are only broken by the roar of a boat? A place where that summer feeling lasts all year long. A place where the Florida sun is only outshined by the smiles of the skiers. A place where first-time skiers can ski alongside world champions, and the world-class coaches work with all levels of skiers. What if I told you there was a place where life slows down and your only job is to make lifelong memories? That place is Swiss Waterski Resort. Book your trip at SwissWaterskiResort.com.
See you in Vienna.
Thanks for calling Wake House. This is Brian. How can I help you? Yeah, Will. Can I let him know who's calling? All right, just a second. Will, I got a fill for you.
Perfect. Give me just 1 second. All right, hit it. Thanks for holding. This is Will. Hey, how's it going? Good.
I'm so excited to introduce to you guys the NR1. Over the past season, we've been working on developing the ski shape that is now the NR1, and I truly do love this shape. I'm so excited to ski on it this season, and I hope you guys love it as much as I do.
I'm really excited to get on the Reflex NR1 this season and see what it can do for my skiing. Every time I get on it, it just feels better and better. So I can't wait for the 2024 season to get some new PBs on the Reflex NR1.
As the broker of Dayland Real Estate and a professional water skier, I understand what clients are looking for in their dream water ski home. Our company is dedicated to helping you and your family invest in your future together in Florida. If it's time to move on to your next adventure, let us help you find the perfect match for your home. Our team offers service in English, French, Spanish, and German. Whenever you are ready, just give us a call. We will be suited up and ready to assist. Dayland Real Estate, where expertise meets passion.
Skiing is fun. It sounds simple, but it's what drives us to build the best products day in and day out. Radar was founded and led by skiers who have instilled in us the passion to push beyond the norm and make better products. This passion fuels our desire to innovate and create. It means early mornings and late nights, red-eye flights followed by dawn sessions that lead us to conversations that flow to progression. We never stop dreaming of what's next and what we can do to make skiing even better. Our constant desire to push the sport leads us to where we are now. We have fun creating every day so that you can have fun on the water. Just go ski.
For skiers and water enthusiasts, Florida lakes are what dreams are made of. Combined with world-class golf, remarkable weather, natural beauty, theme parks, and so much more, it's easy to see that Florida is paradise. For more than 30 years, I've enjoyed Florida's lakes and many offerings. If you are interested in Florida real estate, let me be your guide and trusted advisor as you search for your paradise. Together, we can make your dreams a reality.
Start to lose my balance. What am I falling into? This feels like something new. I've seen a lot of views, but they were nothing like this. The way you do what you do, I think you're something brand new.
At Dillinger Insurance, we have over 50 different carriers to shop your home, auto, and recreational vehicle insurance needs. We would love the opportunity to save you money. We insure million-dollar mansions, condos, mobile homes, rental homes, and everything in between. We know all about wind inspections, 4-point inspections, and how to get you the right coverage for your particular home. You've got questions, we've got answers. Can you remember the last time you had a rate decrease with your auto insurance? Let's take a look and see what we can do. We know all the ins and outs of getting our customers the best rates, coverages, and discounts, so put us to the test.
Don't monkey around with your insurance. Call Dillinger Insurance today. We've got tons of companies to help find you the best prices and the best coverage for your particular needs on home and auto insurance. Go Knights!
Morning, Brian.
Hey, morning. You have a good weekend?
Yeah, got out on the water a couple times. How about you?
Yeah, I got to set in. Just gonna make a quick phone call here. Oh, of course. Can you get that, Will?
Yeah, man, I got it. Thanks for calling Wake House. This is Will. Yeah, looks like we've got those in stock.
What if I told you there was a place where the sounds of nature are only broken by the roar of a boat, a place where that summer feeling lasts all year long, a place where the Florida sun is only outshined by the smiles of the skiers, a place where first-time skiers can ski alongside world champions and the world-class coaches work with all levels of skiers. What if I told you there was a place where life slows down and your only job is to make lifelong memories? That place is Swiss Waterski Resort. Book your trip at SwissWaterskiResort.com.
All right there. Welcome back to every single one of you out there that is tuned in, getting ready for an exciting event, the nighttime slalom finals in the pro women's and pro men's event here at the Oxfordshire wakeboard and waterski facility just outside Beringsfield, which in itself is located a few miles southeast of Oxford. If you were to look at it on Google Maps, it's fairly easy to find. It's situated just a few miles away from RAF Benson, the RAF main frontline base for all their rotary wing operations with the Puma HC2 and the Boeing Chinook, and we might even get a little bit of a flight from one or two of those those helicopters in amongst the competitive action coming up. But in the meantime, why didn't you go vote for your skier of the day? There's certainly plenty of nominations to consider. We've had some great skiing so far, and if you want to vote for skier of the day, go to waterskibroadcasting.com, look for the link at the very top of the page, and there you will be transported to a form that will allow you to cast your vote for skier of the day. The skier of the day prize brought to you by 2U Nutritional Snacks, as we go on a whip around of the lake and find many of our members of the TWBC production crew. Checking out the lights and checking out the conditions out there. It's the sun is almost completely over the horizon. There's still a little bit of daylight, residual daylight left, but we're waiting for a little bit longer before we bring on the women's slalom event, the women's pro slalom event. There you see in the towboat, getting to grips with the reduced sunlight. That is A.D. Asher. David Stevenson is a passenger in the judge's seat, and just trying to get to grips with the surroundings, albeit a little bit darker out there on the water. So, in a few minutes, after he's gotten done with his warm-up sequence, we'll be joined by Corey Vaughan, and he'll be helping me out during the course of the women's slalom final. And we'll also have Dr. Lauren Morgan on dockside conducting interviews and getting in close proximity with our competitive athletes in the women's and men's competition as much as she did a few days ago over in the San Gervasio. Little nippy outside. The temperature is about 17 degrees centigrade and falling. Should be about 16 or 17 degrees. Should stabilize around about that temperature. And for those of you that are wanting to know what that is in Fahrenheit, that's about somewhere between 63 and 64 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you watching us from the left side of the Atlantic, I'm sure some of you are already tuned in on the eastern seaboard. The current time right now is 9:45 at night, right here in the United Kingdom, minus 5 hours from there. And there you've got the time for the eastern seaboard, minus another 3 hours, and then you've got the time for the west coast. They've added some lights that will illuminate beneath the buoys. Slightly different way of illuminating the buoys. There have been experimentation in the past with putting flashlights in the buoys themselves, which do work to a certain extent, but sometimes the water gets in the flashlights and unable to operate from there. So this is a slightly different way of doing it, and hopefully it should work pretty well. We've got our floodlights along the side of the lake. We've got about a good 10 or a dozen of those floodlights all along the side of the venue, half on one side, half on the other, which should provide us with plenty of illumination going forward. All right, we're here at the Oxfordshire Pro. It's the Waterski Pro Tour stop number 8, and waiting for our first view of our women's competitors. They should be around the dockside at this moment, getting ready. And they will turn on the floodlights in approximately 5 minutes, and yep, it's going to look like the Oxford Circus during Christmas in the next few minutes. Or just waiting for the green light to go right ahead. But before we do, we'll illuminate the lake. It will take a few moments before that happens. And we certainly had some plenty of great action a little bit earlier for for you to view that again, you can visit one of our earlier YouTuber players, not only from earlier on today, but also yesterday's action as well, to get you caught up to speed before viewing the live action that will take place out on the water. So almost about 5 o'clock in the evening for those of you watching us from the eastern seaboard of the United States. For those of you tuning in around about that time, you are most certainly welcome. Having the slalom final at night, very, very similar in concept to what Formula One does. You know, the further they move east, the more likely that Grand Prix is going to have floodlights to accommodate a greater crowd of people watching on television or online. And so if you can grasp that concept of what they do with one of the world's top spectator sports being Formula One, and see what they do with the likes of the Singapore Grand Prix and other Grand Prix that take place in Azerbaijan. Well, not so much Azerbaijan. They do run their Grand Prix during the day, but whenever you get real further towards the east of the world, including somewhere like Singapore, they do run those races under the lights. And you know, that's in a more extreme case. You will see that at the Las Vegas Grand Prix, which will be one of the final events on the F1 calendar towards the end of the season. Looks like our floodlights are slowly being illuminated one by one. You see there's some illuminations underneath the pair of gate poles there at the all the way down to the opposite end of the lake from the start dock. And that should provide us with some bright in the buoys and allow the skiers to have something to aim for and kind of spook them a little bit less. The depth perception is certainly going to be a challenge, and as we continue to prepare, let's go over to dockside and ask this question: What's up, Doc?
All right, Tony, not much. I'm just over here at the dock. We're getting the lights all set up, and then we'll bring in our first slalomer, Violetta. But I think we have a couple minutes where we have the buoys actually lit up, but we don't have the floodlights on yet. That's going to help the skiers see. And we have 7 women slalomers, 8 men, and they're going to be battling out under the lights. I'm really excited for it. We have a huge crowd down there. Steve has done a great job organizing the event, and I'm super excited to be here, and I hope you all enjoy it.
All right, and a unique element, a rather unique element to this competition is the vast majority of our crowd are all from within the skiing community, and they have been permitted for the most part to bring their caravans and overnight accommodations along the shoreside and have them parked out. Oh yes, we've had some illuminations. Bring on Christmas on Oxford Circus. Look at that. Yeah, shining through the trees and the growth on each side of the lake. But I was saying a little bit, the crowd here is largely from the greater Waterski community here in the United Kingdom, and they brought their caravans, their campers, and all sorts of little conveniences to go along with them as they fill up along that left-hand shoreline. As we see via this beautiful, beautiful drone shot there by our drone pilot extraordinaire, Jason Scholl, and doing a fine job. And when we get the camera shots, we'll get those courtesy of our good friend from Belgium, Mr. Arno de Rick. And with that in mind, let's check in dockside with the doctor.
All right, I'm here with Violetta, our first skier today. They just put on the lights. I know we were waiting for those to come on. They're on, so you're going to be out there in a few minutes. How are you feeling?
A little nervous, honestly. It doesn't look that dark, but I have a feeling that it's going to feel really fast. So honestly, I'm just going to have fun, see what happens. Not much expectations, to be fair. So excited, I think.
It'll definitely be fun. What has Aaron told you about skiing in the dark? Any tips?
He said that you got to ski really wide, pull out like wider than you think, and just 2 hands long, I guess. I don't know. I'll try that, but we'll see what happens.
All right, well, we're looking forward to seeing it. Good luck out there and have fun.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
And Violetta there giving us a little bit of a deer in the headlights indication on the starting dock as she gets ready to go. She will be our lead-off skier in the nighttime women's slalom final. She's going to get ready to go very, very soon. And joining me here in the announcing booth is none other than Corey Vaughan, Mr. Peace, Love, and water skiing himself. So how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm great, Tony. Happy to be back in here with you. Excited to see this action kick off. And I can tell the viewers at home, because we're watching this on the monitor, that behind us, it is much darker than how it appears on that screen. The camera quality is so good that it's kind of brightening everything up. But when we're here in real time looking down that lake, it's darker than what you're seeing at home. So. And it's only going to get a little darker still. We still have some of that light casting over the horizon that we are going to lose. And I'm probably going to be throwing on my extra layer of hoodie in a few moments because the temperature's dropping quickly out here.
Well, I've already got some extra layers on myself. I can tell you, I've got the beanie on, I've got the jacket on top of a hoodie, on top of a long sleeve sun shirt. All of them provided by TWBC. Big shout out to Vince Stadelbauer for doing that. And as we continue right along, we'll have another quick scan around the site there. A wonderful drone shot there from Jason Scholl. On the about halfway down the lake, we'll see our tower cam, and that will feature the camera trickery by our good friend Mr. Jeremy Scholl. On dockside, we've got Victor with the camera conducting the interviews, and that's pretty much our setup for right now, as we continue to roll right along. Also in the house is our documentarian John Waldron, who is shooting footage for an upcoming documentary, which will be released towards the end of this year, early part of next season, as we see Ali Garcia trying to stay warm. Yeah, to borrow someone's dry robe there just for that purpose, as our Nautique 200 comes through the course and gets ready to bring on our first competitor. Now, obviously, and you pointed this out quite rightly, that the cameras are very, very sensitive, especially when you open up the iris on full, and any little bit of light that's being brought in under those settings will immediately be amplified. So what you're seeing right now is darkness kind of illuminated to a certain degree, but we look around. I mean, we can hardly see our hands at this point.
Yeah, I mean, minus the very bright white light sitting right in front of us that we're somewhat looking into. As soon as you turn to the side and look behind, yeah, then it's starting to get a little tricky to see your hand. But I tell you what, that drone shot really showed. It looks pretty cool out there. This is not the type of thing that we get to do all the time. I think there's just a lot of excitement from all the skiers. We appreciate this opportunity that Steve Glanfield and the rest of the crew here at the Oxfordshire Pro-Am has put together for us. And there's a whole party atmosphere going on down there on the bank. So again, super exciting to ski for a live crowd, and moreover a lively live crowd. You know, the cheers have been there all day, and the crowd's really behind the skiers, and that's going to add to the atmosphere here at night.
All right, we got zero off, we got sure path, meaning that this competition is record capability. Even with the lack of light, we still are in a position where we would certify any potential records. Here we go. This is Violetta Mosiolski of Argentina in her first pro finals. Look at her go. 14.25 meter start, and she gets it to go, and not missing a beat there for starters.
No, that looked really good, and I'm happy to have this view here just to kind of get a look at things before I take to the water. What I noticed there is, as you come into 2, there's a spotlight right there on the buoy, and we'll see if that gets in people's eyes. But we're going to take a quick break and see the dock at the dock.
Yes, indeed.
All right, the lights are on. Are you excited? I see you have your dry robe on. I personally have adopted using those too since being here in England. They're very warm. How are you feeling? Is it keeping you warm?
Yeah, first time in a dry robe. These things are magic. I'm sweating under here, so that's nice. Yeah, first time under the lights. A little nervous, but I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, is there anything you're going to think about in particular for the night?
Just going to go ski. I think that's the best tactic out there right now.
Yeah, I agree. Just be yourself and have fun, and we'll talk to you when you get back.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, then. Good to hear from Ali Garcia, and I think one note we need to make is get in touch with Dry Robe. They work.
Yeah, maybe particularly as a sponsor of this event next year. When we're coming to a colder climate, they might do some business here. Actually, when I got here and took my first practice run, I noticed there was a small pro shop. I thought maybe there would be a heater top in there that I might buy. Just a side note to whoever runs that pro shop. If you inventoried some of those, you might catch some of us international skiers coming to the colder climate.
All right, there. Here comes Violetta Mosiolski from Argentina. Looking good. Round 1, 2, 3. Now into the light.
Yes.
Round buoy number 5, and getting it to go round number 6, and appears to have adapted pretty well after 2 passes.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be a great feeling. 2 passes under your belt, that gets some of the jitters out. You've seen the lake from both ends. You get over the hump of I've never done this before. Now you've done it, and now you're that much more prepared for the passes to come. And this is going to be 12 meters for Violetta. She's run it both rounds so far. She was running it in San Gervasio last weekend. And her top score right now is 1. I believe both rounds she was just inside of 2. So, at 38, 11 meters, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves here. But she's certainly going to be wanting to take down this 12-meter pass. And I think she'll be feeling pretty good about herself if she can do that.
All right, so there we see Bea putting on her Pro Gear gloves. Check out the range of gloves by going to skiprogear.com and get a grip on your competition, and go vote for Skier of the Day, waterskibroadcasting.com, and click on the link at the very top of the page and vote for your Skier of the Day. So, things are starting to get a little bit tasty around dockside.
Yeah, and I had the impression so far, Tony, that at least one positive about this climate was that you guys didn't really have flies that come out in the evening, but now I'm finding out that's not entirely true. You do have them as well here. And all right, this is a money pass for Vio right here. She needs to run this one. She's run it both times so far, as we said. And let's see what kind of start she can get. That's going
Entrance
to...
round
yep,
buoy number 1 brings the ski out ahead of her. She's had to really work hard to get to this point. She's round number 3, and for the first time in this competition, unable to run through 12 meters. But a decent performance on the whole there for our first-time pro in this event. Violetta Mosiolski from Argentina. We'll take a look at the instant replay in just a moment or so, but...
Yeah, and so one thing you're going to see here, we had a skier meeting prior to this night final, and by vote, we decided, a majority vote, that we are not going to judge the gates in the finals. Everything else will be as usual, but due to the depth perception, we want the show to go on. We don't want anyone to get disqualified on their first pass and not put on a great show. So to correct one thing you said, Tony, that we won't have any world records tonight. We won't have any, scores going into the IWWF scorebook or anything like that. The rest will run as a regular homologated event. The judging's the same. The driving's the same. Sure path, 0 off, all the rest. But we are going to not count the entry gates. Exit gates will be scored the same. Looks like she got back right there, but we should make note of that as we go along.
Of course. My bad right from the get-go, but just be made aware of that concession made by our officials in the officials meeting as we get ready to bring on Ali Garcia.
Yeah, and we'll mention at this point too, Vio's down at the other end. When the skier misses going in that direction, we're still going to have the boat wait for the entire 70-second wait timer. That just keeps the conditions equal for everyone, so they're not going to spin the boat and jet right back. Still wait. This way, Ali has the same conditions as she takes to the water. There's no extra rollers or anything like that.
All right, and the crowd are cheering on Violetta Mosiolski from Argentina as she's transported back to the dock. Her score is going to be, what is it, 2?
3.
Actually 3 at 35 off 12 meters, and there is your first score on the leaderboard, and we'll see if that lead stays intact going forwards. And there on the dock, minus the dry robe and getting ready to hit the water, is going to be Ali Garcia out of Winter Garden in Central
nice
Florida.
catch.
Some action down there at the dock. I don't know if handles are flying around there.
That was a good throw.
A little levity before taking to the water there for Ali, getting some words of wisdom from JT down there. Always good to have a quick laugh before you take to the water.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it's not at the expense of some very valuable and much-needed water ski equipment. As we look at the start list, we've already gone through one competitor. We're about to go on to competitor number 2. Ali Garcia. Should be the same starting line length, 14.25 meters.
You got it. No, you don't fall.
Yeah, right there, Tony, that view, it looks a lot brighter than what the reality is. I think it shows something closer to the level of darkness as the skier goes around this turn at the end. But it is dark and getting darker by the minute right here. And in a moment, I'm going to excuse myself briefly to throw on this extra hoodie layer that I've got with me.
All right, so whilst you go ahead and do just that, let's go through pass number 1 for Ali Garcia, 14.25 meters. Just trying to adjust to the darkness and the artificial light as we go through the entrance gates around buoy number 1 at 14.25 meters. Oh, getting broken over, and just like that, Ali Garcia unable to get through the opening pass of 14.25 meters. And in terms of being able to adapt to the reduced lighting conditions out there on the water, it proved a little bit too much there for her.
Yeah, I mean, that's super unfortunate. I know Ali's going to be very disappointed by that. You know, we'll see what the girls say about the light, and we're going to go check in with Vio right now at the dock.
All right, Violetta, doing pretty well in the night. Your first time, how did it feel?
It felt really fast. I thought I was flying everywhere. But at the same time, not as bad as I expected. Like, after the first pass, I was like, all right, it's not that bad, you know. But, I mean, challenging, of course, but it was really fun, so I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, congratulations, and no worse than 6th place in your first pro event. Not too bad. Are we going to see you at any more pro events this year?
I don't know about this year, but definitely if I'm doing the tour again next year, maybe. At least in some of them, probably. So we'll see.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and we look forward to it.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so that at least gives the 6th place points at the very least there for Violetta Mosiolski, as we see Ali Garcia attempt to go through 14.25 meters and just reaching for the handle with the outside arm and leaving the low half of her body to go back in the opposite direction, and just couldn't really hook up well enough to continue skiing there, Corey.
Yeah, you know, hopefully Allie will give an interview. Of course, she's not going to want to. When you have a disappointing performance, it's so hard to face the mic one more time and talk about it. But I would be very curious to hear what she says. I'm curious about that light right there at the 2 ball as she's coming into it. Does that visual play some tricks on you coming into that 2? We saw, Via had some trouble at that same buoy at her 12-meter pass. So, is that a factor? I'm curious for a friend, Looks like Allie might go ahead and just ski the run back just to make a few more turns out here before she packs it up and goes back home.
She's got to redeem herself somewhat.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, why not? Get your money's worth and go make a few turns, and I think, she's going to be swimming in from there. This is a strategy to avoid that interview.
All right, she'll swim in, and the boat makes its way towards the dock and gets ready for our next competitor, the first of 2 Italians about to take to the water. It should be Beatrice Yanni.
Yeah, Bea, both rounds, as she came in, she said she was feeling pretty good out there. Both times she felt like she could have scored a little bit higher. So, now is the best opportunity to do exactly that, save it up for the finals and take those good feelings that you had in the first 2 rounds and let it all hang out right here.
Right you are, as we continue on with the Oxfordshire Pro, the nighttime finals, certainly building up to a great atmosphere along the shore side. We got a DJ alongside the shore. We've got the semi-trailer, courtesy of Benton's Haulage Limited. We'll go through some of our other sponsors going forward, including Nautique, the Nautique Boat Company, a leader in the marine industry since 1925, renowned for its superior craftsmanship, innovative design, and exceptional performances. Go check out the Nautique line of quality tow bites by going to nautique.com, and also check out Midland Nautique, the British Nautique boat supplier.
All right, 14-meter start here for Bea. Let's see what she can do.
Entrance now on buoy number 1. This is 14.25 meters. She's trying to ease herself in. Knows that she's improved at least one possible seeding higher than where she placed originally. And there you go. That is Beatrice Yanni.
Yeah, 1 pass under the belt. That's got to feel good. I'd say, she might have started off again on kind of a light, somewhat cautious note just to test things out, not do anything too crazy. And with that, we are going to go over and see the dock at the dock.
All right, I'm here with Alice. Alice, you're about to go out there under the lights. How excited are you?
I am absolutely terrified. I think it's going to be very exciting, but Violetta ski great, so I was like, okay, that looks good. And then Allie fell, so I'm like, I'm not sure what to think about right now. I'm going to go out there, hope for the best, ski as I usually do, and have fun.
Yeah, I think that's the best plan. Might feel a little bit faster, but as long as you do the right things and the same things you do in the day, you'll be fine. So good luck, and hopefully we'll talk to you after.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, just watching this has my heart rate up a couple of beats. It makes me think the jumpers that do night jump, you're basically putting your life on the line there. Here, if you make a mistake, you're going to be disappointed and let down, but basically you're just going to pack up your wet stuff and go back and go to sleep. In the jump, there's a little bit more riding on the line, and so that's I'm saying that to comfort myself that there's, this is for fun, and let's see how Bea can handle this return pass. This is going to be 13 meters, getting a look at the lake from the opposite direction. Look how dark she is right there. You can hardly see Bea. Now she's back into the light a bit. Got these light up buoys. That looks pretty cool, and this pass so far is looking better than the opener. I'd say she gained some confidence through that opener. She's stepping it up, putting a little bit more energy into this one. That was a solid pass right there. I think she shook off some of the how's this going to feel and took command of the situation a little bit right there.
Better be careful, because Bea might actually love skiing at night. Who knows?
Hey, that's what we want to see. We want to see who can meet the moment right here. It could be anyone.
Oh yes, indeed, and I've had personal experiences skiing at night with the floodlights. I mean, many years ago, mind
fatto
you,
già 2 passaggi, ottimo.
at sites as
Pugnetto.
various as Humber Bridge Waterski Club, where our floodlights were just basically car headlights being shone out towards the slalom course, and then a more professional setup was utilized during the Spanish Masters in the height of that event over near Rosas in the eastern coast of Spain all of those years ago. And the one thing that really struck me is the lack of depth perception.
Yes, exactly. That was basically the reason that we had the vote and decided to let the show go on and not penalize skiers for their gaits in this round. We wanted the show to be really good. That depth perception is very hard out there in the dark. And, frankly, as you get to these harder passes, the 12, 11, 10-meter passes, missing your gaits really isn't very helpful anyway. So it's nice just to take that out of the back of the mind. So far, we're seeing everybody kind of right over top of the gate. And this is going to be Bea at 12 meters. This is not Alice, this is Bea. 12 meters. And she needs to get to 4 to take the lead. She's run this every round. We'd like to see her do the same. She's off to a good start. A slow 2.
She's still there, and handle up a little bit high, and
she doesn't like that.
Rendering it impossible for her to make a play on number 4. So that currently puts her in second place right now, huh?
No, that's a tie with Vio, but Bea is going to have the superior backup score, so she is going to technically be in the lead based upon backup score. This is an equal 3 to Vio's. Now, that was a good one. I'm curious. I want to hear from some of these ladies over here. They may be having some issues at that 2. I don't know if it's the lighting or something else. Just hard to get the gate. Whatever you do at the gate will come back to you at 2. So one or the other. I'm curious to get the perspective there, and she's unhappy. She knew right off of that 2 ball things were in trouble.
All right, as we continue to run this event, certainly providing a different perspective. And just look at that shot. It's just it's absolute artistry in motion right there.
This is super cool. I knew that it was going to make for a great show for everyone watching at home. Also for the folks watching here. I mean, getting to see this, when I turn around and look at the lake, it's great to see those buoys all lit up. Just changing up slalom, sometimes it can get a little bit repetitive. Everyone's kind of doing the same sequence of passes to throw a curveball into things here by putting us in the dark. It really makes this event stand out. I certainly hope that it's able to continue into the future and grow.
Okay, so based upon what you've seen from the women and trying to incorporate that into your knowledge base prior to you going out to ski, what have you learned so far?
Well, I've got my eye on that 2 ball from the starting dock end. We saw Vio and Bea, they both ran their opener, so if you can get through that first one, you at least know what's going on right there. We may hear somebody talk about it, and I'm going to have my wits about me when I'm approaching that one. And aside from that, I think the right mentality is to go out there and try to ski as close to normal as possible. Tap into the 4 ski by feel a little bit. Don't rely entirely on the eyes, and probably keep your vision moving. Don't stare down that buoy. It's going to be light and bright, and it's going to be trying to capture your attention and your eyes. But it's never a good thing to be staring down the buoy as you're going around it. You've got to pick the eyes up and find that next buoy.
And checking in with the live chat messages from all over the world, a lot of people trying to encourage you along there, Corey, but also getting messages from 1 or 2 people actually in the crowd back there, in particular Mr. Richard Crossland, commenting on what he's seeing out there and trying to provide some additional perspective for the good folks that are watching this event from far and wide around the world.
Well, what does he got to say?
Oh, he's got plenty to say regarding this event. He says a big thank you to us, naturally, and the OWSC for this event. It looks like a lot of setup, but certainly makes for a magical setting.
Indeed, yes. Like I said, cool just to have this different vibe going on. You kind of got a nighttime party. I've seen some coolers walking by, people bringing their lawn chairs and getting set up with their drinks. I think there was a big paella feast out here tonight, so really making some signatures with this event, which makes it stand out. It's so cool.
Yes, indeed. I certainly enjoyed the paella. It's it's very, very close to jambalaya from where I'm from in Louisiana.
It's paella.
Paella. There you go. All right, then. So if you're watching us from Melbourne, Australia, it is 7:10 in the morning. It's breakfast time for you folks. It is 4:10 in the afternoon in Baton Rouge. It is 5:10 on the eastern seaboard. And right here, right now, at 10 at night, this is Alicia Bagnoli opening. Oh, almost getting broken over there on 14.25 meters opening run. Oh, that was a wow. That
Great
was a tricky
save.
one.
Very, very good save right there. Another heads-up play by Alice to keep that going. And we're going to take a quick timeout here and go to the dock.
With the dock.
Well, you're going to get in trouble.
All right, here with Allie. Allie, tough break. I'm so sorry you went down a little bit early, but thanks for being a good sport and talking to us. Can you tell us a little bit what it was like out there and maybe what happened?
It's so cool out there. There's so many people on the shoreline, which it's awesome to feel that support. I just, didn't see a bit of a bump and it folded me like a table. But I'm so grateful for everybody that's here. I wish that I could have put on a bit more of a show, but I'm just grateful to be here and thank you for everybody for coming out and supporting us.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Allie. And I know you are looking forward to getting home tomorrow. It's been a long 5 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it's been. Anyone you want to give a shout out to at home?
Yeah, thank you so much to my parents for supporting this Waterski Pro thing. It's been awesome, so I'm very grateful to them.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you back in the States.
See you there.
Thanks.
There we go. Great to hear that sportsmanship from Allie. I'll tell you what, it's very hard to pick your chin up and put a smile back on when you've had a tough run. It's happened to all of us at different times. You never want it to be you never want your number called to have that happen. But, Allie, already a seasoned veteran, and she knows she's got plenty more in store for us as we go forward. Look at that start from Alice. Coming from almost invisible on the gate, she just kind of slashed into the course, and this run's looking very good.
All right, seems to have picked up a little bit better from where she left off with 14.25 meters. Getting round all 6 buoys and setting up for the 12-meter line coming up next.
Yeah, I like the looks of that run. I feel like it's hard to analyze her gait because we could barely see her. I think that the first gate might have been a touch on the narrow side. I think this one was wider. She generated some more swing into the pass right here. And all of a sudden, this was that classic, Alice one ball that we're used to seeing. And as soon as she had that and then just stayed on it throughout the run, it really made a world of difference. This was a nice, easy run. She was up course the whole way. And, this really looked like how she was in the daytime.
Yes, and listening behind me, which is where the drop point is after pass number 2, and I'm hearing a lot of stuff in Italian, and
she's talking herself up. She knows right here she needs 3 to tie the score so far, but she has the best backup score, so 3 would put her as the new leader. Of course, she wants to go beyond that because she knows that the ladies coming behind her are likely to go further. This is 12 meters. She's run this pass every time in this competition. So, she's hoping to get that same start like she just did and put this pass away and be the first skier into 11 meters in this round.
All right, in order for her to do that, she's got to run this next pass. Here she comes, Alicia Bagnoli, Milanese.
That to me looked a little bit narrow again. Let's see what she does getting out of 2. Ooh, a little slow out of 2, but
still
big
there.
3. Come on. Oh, no.
Oh, and tries to attempt the 3 and unfortunately unable to continue on from there. So where does that put her in respect to our previous skiers?
Yeah, so now she is the new leader. I think she made a judgment call right there. I thought we were going to see Alice bust out the big 3 ball that she's capable of, but she made the calculation in that moment that it was a low probability turn. We're going to watch right here. I think this gate was narrow again from this end, just like her first one. She turns 1 great every time, but where the gate catches up to you is at 2. And here we did see a bit of a slow 2, maybe a bit narrow right there, had to stretch out. And coming over to 3, it could have been hammer time, but she checked up. She knew that if she fell right there, now she's at the bottom of the heap, so to speak. Now she's at the top. It's probably not going to put enough pressure on Jamie, Manon, Ali, but it does, I think, guarantee her. We had 4th position. Yeah, this, depending on how things shake out here, she's put herself in a position that she could make her first pro podium. She didn't want to take the risk and take herself out of that calculation. So, let's go over to the doc and hear what the doc has to say.
All right, Bea, great job out there. I know it's been a while since you did a night slalom. How did it feel? I know you're going to end up no worse 5th. That's awesome. Great job.
Thank you. Probably that's why I actually stopped at 2 ball. I just managed to get the 3 ball, and that was a little bit stupid of me because I could do more. Because I was really enjoying it. It was really nice to ski in the dark. Coming back, it was easier, so I wanted to do more coming back, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and why do you think it was easier coming back?
I don't know, maybe it's the light, it's more on the other side, it's a little bit farther. I don't know, it was like a different perspective.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that perspective, and good job, and congrats for your best finish of the season.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
One thing we've seen so far here, Tony, is we've had 3 left foot forward skiers. Or no, I'm sorry, Bea is right foot forward. That's a mistake. I was going to say we've had Alice left and Ali left, and Vio is right foot forward, but she turns 1.35 better than 2.4 typically. But Bea is a classic righty. I was going to say, that could factor into the directionality of which side the skiers are preferring. If you're turning your onside coming into the light versus your offside, but it sounds like the lighting is a factor one way versus the other. So it'll be interesting to hear if more skiers have to say the same thing.
Right you are, as we continue to go on towards our final 3 competitors. We're going to see Ali Nicholson and Jamie Paul come up within the next few minutes, but before them is going to be former world women's slalom champion for 2019, a multiple-time European slalom champion, and its current champion. It is going to be Manon Costard.
Yeah, Manon had a very strong first round out there, went and ran a really great 38, had a little bit of a disappointing second round, so she's out there for vengeance in this final round. This is the one to do it and make it count, and we're behind her in that effort.
Okay.
Okay, just giving the signal to the boat. Now we'll be making the turn round the dockside end. Let's see what we've got. Manon Costard.
Yeah, there she is, almost invisible for a moment. This looks like a nice wide gate setup.
There's number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, she's got some space in the course so far. Able to take it fairly casually in the turn because she's getting side to side nicely. That's a pretty solid opening pass right there.
Nice, solid skiing as we continue right along with Manon Costard. And let's go dockside and ask, what's up, Doc?
All right, Alice, another 3 at 12. I know you tied a few people, but hey, you had a higher seating, so you're going to end up no worse than 4th. Highest finish ever at a pro event. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. It felt super fun out there and super scary at the same time. I was feeling better and better the more I was skiing. After 3 at 12, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to run it, so it's just better stop there and make sure I'm not going to fall. But super fun. I like the buoys with the light inside, so I'm glad to go home with another experience in my life.
Yeah, that's awesome. Actually, so you've been to all the events. How can you sort of sum up the experience? This is the last stop on the tour. How has it been?
I love the Europeans tour. The thing that I love the most, honestly, skiing, but just being around all the people around here. We talk a lot. That doesn't happen a lot in the US, so I like just hanging out with all the skiers.
Yeah, just in the 2 events I've been to, I've enjoyed it as well, just be on the sidelines. Anyway, great job, and we'll see you back in the States.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and on that note, let's give a big tip of the cap to Alice. I mean, she's not only making it to all these events, but she's also working hard behind the scenes, a primary part of this TWBC crew. Without her, we wouldn't be having this quality of broadcast, and I know everyone at home really appreciates that. So, you know, big thank you to Alice for doing so much throughout this whole European tour to bring these events to you at home.
All right, here comes Manon Costar out of the dark and into the light. 30 meters, getting a little bit broken forwards there off number 3 into number 4. 5, turns rapidly on 5 and gets herself set up for the 6 buoy count for Manon Costar. As we continue to highlight our sponsors, including Radar Skis, a leader in water ski equipment, combines cutting-edge technology and meticulous craftsmanship to deliver unmatched performance and precision on the water, catering to all skill levels. Their range includes high-performance slalom skis, versatile trick skis, and comfortable bindings. Check out Radar.
Yes, indeed. We're seeing a replay of Manon coming through here. I mean, we've all been talking about the dark and the lights here in this round, but let's keep in mind, you know, the talk of the tournament so far has been water level high, cold water. We're already facing some challenges here, so we're just adding one more to it. And I've heard a couple of the club skiers here say, you know, the winner of this men's and women's event is going to be the one who has the most grit. You know, we're kind of in an uphill battle right here, and you know, nothing's going to be given for free out there. You're going to have to go earn it. Manon looking good as she comes in. 12 meters is going to be next. She needs more than 3 for the lead, or I should say tie 3 would put her in the lead, but she definitely is going to be looking to run this whole pass.
What a wonderful shot that is on the starting dock there with Ali Nicholson. You know, if we could do some stills like that, you know, that would make for some good pictures on a product catalog.
Absolutely. You know, look, this should be on ESPN right now. You know, not knocking YouTube by any means, but this is some quality entertainment. At least it sure is to ski nerds like me.
All right then, here we go. Manon Costar. This is 12 meters.
No, she needs to get off of this too strong. There she does. Now she's set up. She's a lefty coming into 3. Gets a good 3. She needs a good one right here. Solid 4. And she is going to run this pass.
All right, and our first competitor through the 12-meter run, and now she disappears into the darkness down the opposite end of the lake. She'll pull out and shorten to 11.25 meters. And that is the current European Women's Slalom Champion, Manon Costar. When we take a look at this drone side shot once again there, Corey.
Yes, and our new leader, you know, she's got a full pass at 35 off, 12 meters under her belt. That takes the lead. Now she's going to try to add to it. You know, we heard Bea say that coming from the far end, at least to her, was a favorable direction. Hopefully that bodes well for Manon coming in at 38 off. You know, we're gonna see here in a moment, but she wants to set that bar. You know, she's got Ali and Jamie on the dock waiting to take to the water, and she wants to apply some pressure.
All right, as we continue on, this competition being brought to you with the assistance of some great companies, including SurePath, and they are revolutionizing water skiing with the cutting-edge navigation and path tracking technology, offering unparalleled accuracy and control through advanced GPS and real-time data analytics. That is SurePath. Go online, go to waterskibroadcasting.com, check the link at the very top of the page, and go vote for your skier of the day. Could it be Manon Costar, who is out on the water right now?
Where is she?
Let's see if we can try and pick her out a little bit here as she comes in towards the slalom course. Entrance gate number 1.
A little slow off of 1. Can she get it back at 2? All right.
Good for number 3. She's still there. Look at this. She's still on top. Keeping it going round number 5. And from the first skier to go through 12, the first skier to go through 11.
And we get the fist bump because that was the gritty skiing. That's exactly what we were talking about. Things were dicey there. She didn't have the 1 ball she wanted. She was deep at 3. That took great strength to hold that, and then when she did, she had the cross-course energy. She had some speed going into 4. It's an offside for Manon, so she had to play that smart. Let's see it again here. a little slow off of 1, which typically we wouldn't worry about, but we're in the dark, and we've seen those stalls really cause a penalty to these skiers. Here at 3, I think it was big again. Look at that. She holds everything. Now she's fast into 4. She's got to make this turn if she wants to run the pass. She really commits, gets it. There's one more turn to make. It's an onside for her, gets the job done. 5 was actually her best turn on that side through the pass. That's a great pass right there. That's what she was looking for, and now she's in a really good position, and she knows it.
So continuing right along, and also highlighting our sponsors, S-Lines, tow lines are crafted to elevate your water skiing adventures with unparalleled precision and durability. Engineered with high quality materials and meticulous attention to detail, these tow lines offer exceptional strength and control, making them a trusted choice worldwide among water sports enthusiasts. That is S-Lines, our official tow rope of the Oxfordshire Pro-Am, the inaugural edition.
And that rope is at 10.75, 39.5 off for the first time. Manon's coming into the light. Can she get the gate that she needs to get off the 1 and get somewhere down this pass? There, she's off 1.
She's off to the races here. Oh, she's still there.
Wow.
She makes a play on number 3, goes down pretty hard.
Getting out and around that 3 was huge. Yes, shake that fist. That is some stellar skiing. 2 was a little bit dicey, and she was still going to go ahead and try to turn that 3. Love to see it. And 2.5 at 10.75 meters. That is a strong score. That has set an entirely new bar for the remainder of this competition.
And the whole dockside there with our remaining skiers being Ali Nicholson and Jamie Ball are looking out towards the lake and just looking in amazement to see how far Manon Costard got down through 11.25 meters and into about the first half of the course on 10.75 meters. It's really put a cat amongst the pigeons now.
Indeed, there's no messing around, no room for Ali or Jamie to have a slip up out there. It also shows them what's possible. You know, now they're going to come in with a different frame of mind, and they know that they've got to turn it on. You know, this could be good for Ali. That, you know, she knows she's got to go out there and equal what she's done so far in this tournament in the daytime. Oh, that's stretched out for 3. Really great to see her get around that. That's a big difference right there between just the full 2 and any piece of 3. That really sets her apart. And it was a risky move at 2. You know, it was not a bad gate, not a bad one, but we've seen that 2 cause some trouble. So to go over there and really commit as she did, you know, and not perfect right there, but drive some power across course, gets out on 3. Great job there for Manon. She's going to be feeling good. This is going to be a happy interview when she makes it back to the dock.
All right, as the boat makes its way back, and I'm sure that we're going to get an interview, some words there from Manon Costard. Looks like Freddie Winter is chiming in as well on the live chat. Big ups to Steve Glanfield from Freddie Winter. As a matter of fact, a couple of people that I know along the shore side, Martin and Hillary Winter, are here in attendance. Normally they would be here to support Freddie Winter. Unfortunately not. No, so it's nice to see them out here, even though the skier whom they would normally support couldn't be here this time around.
Yes, of course, and we miss Freddie here. We're sending him well wishes, hoping that he is healing rapidly and will be back amongst us as soon as possible. Sounds like he's got his sights set on Moomba 2025, which is great to have that in the crosshairs, a good motivator to build the strength back up, and we know with Freddie it's only going to build his hunger, and he'll be back with a vengeance next season.
Yeah, well, we certainly anticipate a healthy return to form and a healthy return to slaloming competition from Freddie Winter. It won't be for a while yet. Probably something like Moomba would be the earliest that we can expect him to be back, but I'm sure that he's taken on the full advice of the medical professionals that are helping to get him back there, and probably stressing that you just don't want to rush something like that.
Yeah, and I don't know what his plans will be for the rest of the year. If he'll get back to England and hunker down for rehab. I don't know if he'll come back to America at all. But I certainly, if he does, then it would be great to see him in here with you, Tony, at some of these events as we move the tour to Florida down in the fall. But in either case, we're just wishing him a strong recovery. And now we have Allie. Let's see if she started at 13 meters. She did. This is her typical opener. So
Indeed.
Our first skier to be starting at the 13-meter pass. So she's going to be taking the sequence of passes from the other ends of the lake than what we've seen so far. And this is looking like a solid opener right there. This is one of the more, that looked a lot like her skiing in the daytime more than any other so far. And with that, we're going to go see Dr. Pucci.
Yes.
All right, Manon, some of the skiers going out before you, not skiing quite as well as they did in the day, but you had your best score at night. So how did you feel?
Very good, actually. Yeah, it was really fun. Just a lot of fun. It's actually a bit strange in the gates. They come really fast, but it felt amazing. And yeah, I just had a good time. Very excited with the score. Seems a little strange that it's the best of the weekend, but here we go. And yeah, it's super cool to have everyone cheering on the side too. So thank you, Steve, for organizing this and for everyone for showing up.
Yeah, I know you have a lot of friends over there on the shore, and you're going to do no worse than third, so you're on the podium. Congratulations. Anyone at home you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, everyone who's watching and cheering, my family and everyone who supports me all year round. So a big thank you to all of them. They know who they are, and I'm very thankful to have them in my life.
Awesome. Well, congrats, Manon. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, and we got watch parties taking place across the world, including places as near a field as Lid Waterski Club on the south coast of England, and I'm sure that there are other watch parties going on across the United Kingdom and across the world as we bring in Allie Nicholson for pass number 2, 12 meters.
Yes, coming out of the dark, that seemed like a good gate shot. She's into this pass, looking strong. Let's just keep it going, Allie. You know what? Right here, this is looking good. Allie is seeming rather unfazed by the light, or lack thereof. And that was a great 13 and 12 meter pass. Remember, she started at 13. We're already at 11. And, Tony, I'm just going to throw this idea out there. You mentioned the watch parties. I thought it would be cool. I don't know if there's a sponsor out there that would take this on, but to have a contest where folks are having watch parties, watching TWBC, posting pictures of their watch party to Instagram, with a hashtag TWBC watch party or something like that. And whoever's got the coolest setup, a great backyard, outdoor projector situation with the cooler and everything, how about Coleman or somebody, could sponsor, or Yeti, you win a prize pack if you got the coolest watch party setup. I just thought that would be, something that we could incorporate here and give people more reason to get together and come watch us ski.
Okay, that is hashtag TWBC watch party.
Yeah, people can start doing it for fun, and then maybe we can attract a sponsor to put a little prize pack out there for the good folks at home watching us.
Okay, and that meets the approval with our good man there with the ones and the twos in our military-style tent that is being provided to us.
The big boss, Vince.
Yeah, Vince, absolutely. And a military tent being provided to us by our good friends over at RAF Benson, the helicopter joint support group over there. And let's have a look. Coming in on 11.25 meters, Allie Nicholson.
This looks like a pretty good gate. Let's see what Allie can do with this 11. That's a slow one. Can she get something back here at 2? She had to go for that at 2. She didn't have a choice. It wasn't the one ball that she wanted, but she had to commit, and it didn't quite connect there for Allie. It's going to be a 1.5. So that's going to put her behind Manon in second place. She can do no worse than third as it currently stands. Jamie yet to go, so it's going to all come down to this, as we say.
Absolutely, as Allie Nicholson swims into the shore. And let's have a look at a gate shot, because this provides us with a little bit of a litmus test to see how far she would go with this pass.
Yeah, you know, I think the gate feels so fast, but ultimately I think she ran out of speed. That made her a little narrow on one, so she was a little more down course and loose than she would be, and then she just couldn't quite get off of that too. So, you know, it makes you wonder if changing up the strategy would be helpful, if she had gone out at 14 and had the 11 from the other direction, if there really is a better end to be coming from. You know, it's hard to say. And with only one round to figure it out, you know, this is how we find out. So it's to Jamie. We see her there on the dock getting ready, waiting for that boat to come back. As we said, the boat's going to wait for the full drop time just to keep the conditions equal for everyone. They're going to wait at the end of the lake for 70 seconds. Then they will return. We'll pick up Jamie, and that will determine the outcome of this women's final.
Absolutely there. Jamie Ball, the current two-time champion of the world. The current world champion as it stands at this moment in 2024. She'll be looking to defend that title come next season, but here we are in 2024, and I tell you what, Jamie Ball's been on an absolute tear and looking to do something similar right here at the Oxfordshire Pro-Am.
Yeah, I mean, she should certainly have confidence from these other events. She's been standing on the top of that podium all throughout Europe, so she knows she's got it in her. However, she also knows Manon put up a huge bar right there with the 2.5 at 39, so there's no messing around. She's going to have to go out there and perform at her best.
All right, so as we continue to roll right along, as Jamie Ball, we're just going through the last phases of her preparation before she takes to the water.
Can't even see you.
Can't even see the boat right there at the dock. Yeah, as I'm telling you, these cameras are lying. It's a lot darker than what these cameras make it appear. I mean, now we've fully lost the sun and it is pitch black outside.
Yes, indeed. And there is your current leaderboard, 2.5 at 10.75 meters for Manon Costard. Ali Nicholson with her score on to 11.25 meters, a good deal of separation there, and Manon Costard at the moment is guaranteed no worse than second spot right now because our last skier is about to hit the water.
Yeah, I'm getting some private text messages of watch parties now, so I'll just tell that audience out there, let's start playing the game just for fun, you know. Go get your photos up on Instagram, hashtag TWBC watch party, and you know, that'll give us something to reflect on after the event. Let's see what everyone's got.
All right then, and there's another opportunity for you to vote for your skier of the day. And electing to go on 13 meters is Jamie Ball. Now let's see how this strategy plays out for her. She definitely had the choice of whether to go in on 14 or 13. She decided to go with the latter.
Yeah, looking solid here so far. I mean, we expect Jamie to make this pass easily and really the next pass easily. It's a question of, you know, the passes beyond that, which direction she would like to take those. I'd say a pretty standard opener there for Jamie, looking good, and going into the complete darkness there. That's a little bit more accurate as far as what things look like around here.
All right, so back once again. Let's check in with the doctor.
3, 2, 1, you're on. All right, Ali, once you ran that 12 meters, you knew you were on the podium, so you had not much to lose. I was just talking to you. I know you're upset with your score, but hey, another podium finish.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to end up on the podium. I knew after, like I said, after I ran 12 that I was on the podium. There was nothing that was going to put me above third unless I ran 2.5. So I'm definitely a little frustrated. I definitely ran out of speed on the gate. I think the far end, I don't know if it's the way the lights are pointed or I could see a lot better coming back this way. My 35 felt a lot better, but yeah, I don't start at 28 off very often, so I think throwing that into the mix in the dark would not have been the best move, but I definitely think coming from that end maybe would have been a little bit better. But ultimately, I ran out of speed on the gate. I felt really, really fast on my first pass this way. So I think I went a little earlier there and just completely ran out of speed on the gate for sure. So I'm frustrated, but I'm on the podium, so not a bad way to end the year for sure, or the tour.
Yeah, well, congrats, and we'll see you back in the States, maybe for California Pro-Am.
Yeah, most definitely. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Yeah, it's so easy to do that there. You know, in hindsight, you want to make those changes, but I mean, that's the brutal part here when we've got one round in the world's most unforgiving sport. And here's Jamie in the pitch black, but hopefully she's got a good visual coming into the gates in 1. It's a nice start right there. Solid off of 2. She's on attack mode there at 3. A little
Still
safe
there
at
on
4.
12.
Yep, and she gets the job done at 5, going to 6. So, I mean, again, we're going to mention not only is it dark, but the skiers have found the conditions a little bit challenging throughout the event on their own. We've just added one more big one. So, you know, it's going to be hard to look settled out there. Hopefully that's just exciting for the folks at home, you know, to show that these skiers are indeed human and it doesn't always look like clockwork every time. But, you know, really never any doubts throughout this pass. I like the way that Jamie was assertive. You know, she looked strong. She is strong. You know, big commitment right here at 3 ball.
Yes, indeed. And
I think then took 4, a little safe because she knew she had some speed. So she ran a little further down, but nothing to worry about. She knew she had enough space to make the turn she needed at 5. And then just going to finish it out strong here at 6. But now this next pass, 11 meters, 38 off, she knows it's a must run. She wants to take this title and add it to her collection. She's got a big score to chase, 2.5 at 39. So this pass is
critical.
Yep, she has to get through it. I mean, Allie's got a 1.5 on the board, so a full 2, or I guess even a 1.5 based on backup would put her into second. I'm pretty sure Jamie's sights are set higher than that, so she's thinking about getting the start to run all 6 right here.
All right, let's see how things transpire as Jamie Bull comes into the course. There is Manon Costar, our leader. We'll see how this works its way out. This is Jamie Bull, 11.25 meters, a little bit slow off number 1. Good to go round number 2. She makes up for that deficit.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, and she gets round buoy number 3 and unable to run the pass, which means that your champion here at the Oxfordshire Women's Slalom Pro-Am is none other than Frances Manon Costar.
I think we're going to be going to the dock here in just a moment, and I'm going to excuse myself, Tony. I've got some skiing to do. I'm going to get ready to step out of this booth and let my eyes acclimate to this darkness, but want to give a huge shout out to Manon. Super stoked for you, and I think we're going to be throwing it over to you in just a few minutes here, Tony.
All right, we're going to take a look at this one last attempt here from Jamie Bull, and didn't get the most dynamic starts off buoy number 1, but she still had enough room to make it round number 2. But I kind of suspect there she was quite narrow there and was just unable to continue on, and just had to ski up and tied with a whole bunch of competitors on 3 at 11.25 meters. Realized that the gig was up almost as soon as she made the turn off number 1. And with her tight score with a couple of other skiers, I believe that should be enough to keep her on the podium. Not on the top rung, mind you, but there you go. That is Jamie Bull. And let's check in dockside with the dock.
I'm here with Manon. Manon, your first pro in 4 years. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much. It feels incredible right now. Between last weekend where I did an amazing score for me that I hadn't done in so long, and then here being able to, first of all, experience just the tournament, but win. Yeah, it had been a very long time. I'm so happy. It means so much to me. Don't really know what else to say. Just thank you for everyone who spends a lot of energy in skiing and makes this possible. So happy to be part of it. So happy to compete with everyone here, and of course to step on the first step of the podium. Amazing. So thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations. So you just won. You got second last week. I know you weren't sure about maybe doing some fall tournaments. Have you reassessed? Maybe we'll see you in Florida.
Yeah, I'll see you in Florida.
All right, awesome. I'm looking forward to it, and congrats again.
Thank you so much.
Back to you guys.
All right, amazing what a couple of great results on back-to-back weekends can do for one's confidence, and being able to go over across the Atlantic to attend maybe one or two competitions towards the tail end of the season can do. So congratulations to France's Manon Costard, riding the Connolly slalom ski and taking the win here with 2.5 of Manon Costard, the winner, with 2.5 at 10.75 meters. Jamie Ball with 3 at 11.25 meters. That puts her ahead of Ali Nicholson, and that keeps her ahead of Alicia Bagnoli, Beatrice Yanni, Violetta Mosiorski, and in 7th spot, Ali Garcia. We'll take a look briefly at the Pro Tour standings in the women's slalom, and oh, what my word, take a look at this. Jamie Ball still out there on 295, Ali Nicholson on 219. Inching up very, very closely there is Manon Costard in 3rd place, leapfrogging Elizabeth Montavon, who was in 3rd place but is now relegated to 4th. Alicia Bagnoli on 85, Whitney McClintock really on 80, Ali Garcia on 78, Regina Jacques still on 77, Vanessa Veek on 70, Pedrini on 68, Beatrice Yanni on 39, and Sam Stadelbauer on 26. So that's the Pro Tour standings in the women's slalom. We still got the men's competition to come. So stick around, folks, as we continue to go. And let's check in dockside with Manon.
All right, Jamie, going down at 11, a little bit earlier than expected. But you've had a great run on this European tour. Still, another podium finish. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling all right. Manon skied amazing, put out a huge score. I've never skied at night before, and honestly, it felt way faster than I expected it would. And I went in with pretty fast expectations. So, yeah, I didn't have a good start at 11. Kind of did better at 2 to get back into it and came off the handle fast. Everything's coming at you so quick, it's easy to come off the handle. Just happy to walk away, not injured, to be honest, and happy with the trip. So this was just more of a fun event to end the trip, and yeah, on to the next.
Yeah, well, good job, and congrats on 2nd, and we'll see you over in California.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
So Jamie Ball making it onto every podium that she's was eligible to ski for in Europe this season. So well done to her. That is Jamie Ball, and some great words from there. Also with our interviewer, Dr. Lauren Morgan. All right, there. We've got a few minutes to go. The running order for the men's competition will be brought up on your screen in a moment. And here it is. Will Asher will be our leadoff skier in the men's slalom final. 8 skiers will be present here, followed by Rob Hazelwood, Thomas de Gasperi, Adam Sadelmeyer, Corey Vaughan, Aaron Davies, Joel Poland, and Sasha Deska. Those are going to be your 8 skiers to compete in the men's slalom final. And with that in mind, let's check in dockside with the dog.
All right, here with Will Asher, the first slalomer in this men's slalom competition. Will, I know you've done a night slalom before. What are some things you're thinking of?
I think it's going to feel like going 120 into a 90-degree turn. Everyone's just saying it just feels fast. So it's going to be just maybe trusting that it's still 36 miles an hour, and then trying to remember what you do when the sun's out, and just don't be scared. That's pretty much it. I don't know. It was great to see Manon put up a big score. So, it's doable out there. You just got to get through a couple of hiccups here and there, and who knows? It's open.
Yeah, cool. Well, we're looking forward to see you out there, and best of luck, and we'll talk to you when you get back.
Yo, hope so.
All right, back to you guys.
All right there, so that was Lauren, and that was Will out there as we take a look at this venue, and as it gets darker and darker and darker, it looks ever more spectacular, and when we return, we'll have the men's slalom competition at night here at the inaugural edition of the Oxfordshire Pro-Am. We'll return right after this.
For over 20 years,
Houston has been setting the standard of automotive excellence. Hi, I'm Dave Houston. I'd like to welcome you to the Houston family. We are committed to offering exceptional Cadillac models like the all-new electric Lyriq, redesigned XT4, and the legendary Escalade. At Houston, our personalized service and friendly staff will exceed your expectations. Feel the thrill of buying a new Cadillac from Houston Cadillac.
All right, welcome back to continuing coverage of the Oxfordshire Pro-Am, the nighttime slalom final. We come down to our final 8 competitors, all of them in the men's division. Go vote for your skier of the day. Could it well be that that Pro Tour win by Manon Costar? Go to waterskibroadcasting.com and click on the link at the very top of the page to enter for your chance to vote for skier of the day. All right, we saw Adi Asher with the women's competitors. We now see Nathan McGarry with the male competitors. He's already done his phantom pass up and down. So there we go. That is Will Asher, who's been rather prolific so far as his appearances have been in the final rounds in the major tournaments that have occurred since the Waterski Pro Tour went from the left side of the Atlantic towards the right, and starting off about 3 weeks ago with the Carmel Marrakesh Pro over in Morocco, and working its way to competitions such as the Fun Glitz Pro-Am, the Monaco Slalom event, the Botas Slalom event, and San Gervasio the weekend prior to this one. So a 13-meter start from what I understand for Will Asher.
All right, Nathan.
Okay, continuing right along here. Skier on the water. Multiple-time world slalom champion. This is Will Asher. All right, here we go. 13 meters. Alpha 2. Making sure that he stays ahead of the game here, stays ahead of the course, and gets that pass under his belt, and as he disappears into the darkness, we'll get ready for another interview by the dock.
All right, Rob, you're out here. We got the lights. Your last night slalom was at Moomba, so you have done it before. What are some things you do to get ready?
Moomba was in the middle of a city, so it's just slightly different lighting situations. I mean, just try not to look at light. But yeah, I don't know. What can you do? Go ski, really. It's going to feel a bit quick. I'm going to fly off the handle even more than I normally do, and just try not to do that, I guess.
All right, sounds like a good plan. And you're here back at home in England. Do you want to shout out to the crowd?
Yeah, no, it's awesome to be here. We want to hear you all getting nice and loud and proud. We've got plenty of British people in this final, so let's hope that one of us brings back the win. And yeah, we just got to ski well and have some fun out there, because you don't know how many opportunities like this you're going to have. This is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good luck, and we'll talk to you when you get back.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, and he certainly makes a great point in regards to the contrast of light and dark. That's certainly very, very stark here compared to somewhere like Moomba, which is held on a river in downtown Melbourne in Victoria, Australia, as we continue to move right along. And if you're looking for a great savings on quality used vans and cars in the Cheltenham area, then give Van Diesel a call. Van Diesel are a specialist used van and car dealer and are proud to offer a first-class customer service and competitive pricing. Check out Van Diesel. Coming in, pass number 2. This is Will Asher on 12 meters. Start ever critical. Looking good. Staying on top of his game here on 12 meters. Our first skier off the dock. Pulls out towards the driver's side of that towboat. And 13 and 12 meters under his belt, and 11.25 meters coming up next. Just enough time for me to tell you about the Sheldon's Family Bakery. They've been making tasty bread for your family since 1949, with generations of experience and original recipes. Sheldon's Family Bakery has grown into one of the best loved family-owned bakeries in the entire United Kingdom. That is Sheldon's. All right, beautiful drone shot there. You see the crowd on the left-hand side of that shot right there, as the boat making its return path towards the dock, and the rope being on 12 meters. Well on top of his game, as he's proven to us time and time again. Across Europe, starting off with Morocco on the eastern part, on the African leg of the Waterski Pro Tour before it moved to Europe more recently. And it all started with a victory in the Swiss Pro Slalom over in Clermont in Florida in May of this year. So we're a good few weeks removed from that. But certainly an encouraging sign taken from that win. Working his way towards the slalom course. Here he comes, Will Asher, 11.25 meters. Oh, handle up high, and unfortunately just unable to get to grips on that one. So Will Asher has definitely opened the door for someone to barge on through and maybe usurped him enough to keep him off the podium. 7 skiers remain on this list, and Will Asher, unfortunately, coming up short of the mark here with his score of just one singular buoy at 11.25 meters, and he knew the gig was up almost as soon as he tried to edge change and re-establish contact with the outside arm onto the handle. So Will Asher, who has not missed an appearance on the podium in Europe this season, and that streak in danger of not becoming a reality this time around for Will Asher, as we have a look on dockside, and you know, the sign of an Italian on the dock is when he makes a snow ski jacket and sunglasses look fashionable.
I just like golf like feeling.
I can hear you, Tony.
I really like my.
Could he win your vote for skier of the day? The most fashionably dressed slalomer yet.
I can't imagine going out and jumping out.
So we see our delightful crowd across the way taking in the festivities here at the Oxfordshire Waterski and Wakeboard Club. And we certainly had some help from a great few people, including Rathbones. Rathbones is a distinguished leader in personalized investment and wealth management services dedicated to guiding individuals, families, and charities towards their financial aspirations, with a legacy dating back to 1742. Rathbones blend centuries of expertise with contemporary strategies to deliver tailored solutions that evolve alongside your needs. That is Rathbones.
Watch yourself, Will.
As we continue right along, we've also gotten a lot of help from our fellow people, our fellow service members in the military close by this facility, especially those over at RAF Benson. In particular, the folks from the 22nd, 28th, 33rd, and 230 Squadron are operating frontline helicopters as part of RAF's show of force worldwide. So here we go. Skier about to take to the water is Rob Hazelwood.
Okay, whenever we're ready.
Here we go. This is Rob Hazelwood out of Lincoln in England. He's already had 2 professional victories during the course of this season so far. Lake 38 in Tallahassee in Florida. Waterski in Toledo in Spain, and not getting off to the brightest of starts here, and just coming up narrow on number 2 and just unable to get the ski back underneath him. So a disastrous opening pass for Rob Hazelwood as he swims into shore. It's going to be 1 1/2, and that means that Waterski moves up one placer potentially to be guaranteed no worse than 7th for Waterski, as we see Rob Hazelwood just a little bit too quick with the outside arm and just leaving the ski behind him. So Rob Hazelwood swimming into the shore. So that's Rob Hazelwood, and he's in the water. And at dockside, here's Will.
All right, here with Will. Just got back from his set. I know it was pretty challenging out there. Can you tell us a little bit about how you felt?
Yeah, it's funny being the first guy off the dock. You really don't know what to expect. We could go out there and everyone could basically run 41, or you could be scrapping to run an opener and maybe get a piece of one at 38. So it's really cool. I mean, Steve's put on a great show, and it's great to see so many old friends. And I'm not disappointed. It's going to be tough out there. It feels like 40 miles an hour for sure. Like it's a lot.
Yeah, just from my experience night jumping, I know the feeling. Things are going fast. You don't have a lot of time to think, and I think at 36, compared to the girls at 34, it's just accelerated. But hey, thanks for coming, and maybe we'll see you next year.
Oh yeah, I'll be back for sure. This is awesome. I mean, Steve's putting so much into it, and all the guys here in Oxford, and it's just going to grow hopefully and just become better and better. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Will. Back to you guys.
All right then, so we are currently 11:05 at night here, British summertime in England, and there you see the two-skier leaderboard showing that Will Asher is in the lead with 1:11.25 meters ahead of Rob Hazelwood with 1.5 total there, as we look forward to seeing our next skier to take to the water. It should be none other than Thomas de Gasperi. And just enough time for me to tell you about the British media company, which leads in the forefront of media innovation and renowned for its exceptional content and groundbreaking productions across diverse platforms. With a storied heritage and unwavering commitment to excellence, they continuously redefine the media and entertainment landscape. All right, so just trying to acclimatize himself to the conditions as quickly as possible before the line goes tight, and he's brought into the course for pass number 1, which I suspect is going to be 30 meters. Doesn't make any sense to go in on a shorter line length pass, even though he's more than capable of running it. The conditions, the lighting, all playing a factor here. There's 13 meters. Whoa, almost coming to grief there, much the same way as Rob Hazelwood around buoy number 2. So realizing where his stance is on the slalom ski and needing to make some corrective adjustments to stay with the run. So that is the opening pass for Thomas de Gasperi as Nathan McGarry pilots the boat to the drop-down zone and getting ready for pass number 2 for Thomas de Gasperi. All right, enough time for me to tell you about Z-Tech Support. And I'll tell you about them in just a moment, but let's check in with the doctor.
All right, Ledge coming up next. Couple interesting scores, the first few skiers, but hey, you've done this before. I know you know what it takes to do this. So what are we thinking about, and what's the goal?
Just turn the brain off and go. Keep it simple. Just keep ripping, keep standing on the ski, and keep going around the buoys. There's just nothing else you can do. So we'll see how it works out.
Yep. Well, good luck, and hopefully we'll talk to you after with a smile on your face.
Let's get it.
All right, back to you guys.
There you go. Pretty simple, really, from Adam Saddlemeyer, former European men's slalom champion. And enough time to tell you about Z-Tech Support. It's a leading provider in comprehensive IT solutions dedicated to empowering businesses with cutting-edge technology and exceptional service, offering a wide range of services, including network setup, cybersecurity, cloud solutions, and data management. Z-Tech ensures seamless operation of your technology infrastructure. That is Z-Tech Support. So here we go. Thomas de Gasperi out of Trento in Italy. On the way back, seems to have found a rhythm, seems to have found a way to carve his way around all 6 buoys on that pass. That was 12 meters. 11.25 meters is within his grasp now, and we'll see how he fares there. As we look at the instant replay once again as he rotates away from the towboat. Gets again a good extension off buoy number 1. Nicely done around number 2. And just keeping an eye on that slalom ski, which he's only returned to skiing on recently in the past couple of weeks. Was having some severe issues with the new ski that he was riding for the last few weeks, and realized that he had to make a change and quickly to kind of save his season. So he found someone to go to his house in Central Florida, pick up the ski, package it up, and send it across the Atlantic at considerable expense. And And when he got that slalom ski, it almost felt like Christmas there for him as he started to make some inroads into the remainder of the season. So that's the story of Thomas de Gasperi as we get ready for his next pass, 11.25 meters. A piece of 2 will give him the lead. We've seen 3 competitors so far. This is competitor number 4. There we go, 11.25 meters. He's still there. Oh my word, he's hanging on for dear life here. And it's really helping him out a bit there as he gets around buoy number 6 through the exit gates. There you go. Now he's really fighting there to make it through that pass. No style, just grit your teeth and go. We're taking another look at a 6 ball, if that's entirely possible, given the light that's available. But looking at this, once again, trying to stay on the back arm for as long as possible to ensure that that ski arcs out and is wide enough for that ski to make it round. So this is our best perspective. Round buoy number 5. He's late down course, waiting for the line to tighten. And I believe he actually got round buoy number 6, at least from my perspective. The light that is shining directly underneath the buoy may actually be to his advantage. And it is 6 buoys there on 11.25 meters. So now 10.75 meters in the mix. What kind of lead can Thomas de Gasperi improve upon here? He's already in the lead at this juncture as he gets ready to go. Next run, 10.75 meters. Emerging through the dark at the opposite end of the lake. Here he comes, Thomas de Gasperi, entrance gates number 1. Dropping in hard there off number 2, and unfortunately that doesn't have much beyond that point, so it is going to be a 2 buoy count there for Thomas de Gasperi as he works his way back to the dock and delighting the crowd here at the Oxfordshire Waterski Club. Superb effort there from him as he works his way towards the dock and leaving the way open for our next competitor, Adam Sademeyer from Czechia, to take to the water. We're looking at this from our tower cam perspective. Entrance gates to buoy number 1. He was narrow on number 1 for starters and didn't have much to work with as a result. Just getting round number 2 and could potentially open the door for a competitor to push on through and maybe establish a new lead. But for the moment, Thomas de Gasperi, his score of 2 at 10.75 meters is the new lead score.
Sorry, I don't want to look into the light, so I don't want to turn around there.
So trying to acclimatize himself to the darkness by deliberately facing away from the light, and wow, look at that, the moonlight. Half moon tonight, folks. I don't know if that means anything in particular for those of you who are into that sort of thing, but certainly bright in the sky as we see Adam Sademeyer from Czechia. Here's number 1. This is 13 meters. Whoa, almost losing it round buoy number 2. Tricky turn there on number 2, it seems. But once you get past that, He should be able to adapt to that side pretty quickly. That's exactly what happened there for Adam Sattermeyer as he works his way out, shortens to the next run. I'll tell you more about our remaining sponsors in a moment, but let's check in with the doctor.
All right, Tigas in the lead with 2 at 10.75. Not something we hear very often, but I know it's challenging out there. Tell us about the conditions.
Oh, it's very rough. Like I skied at night, and I always knew that it was going to be fast. But when you accelerate after the first turn here and you approach the first course, the first pass, it feels like, I don't know, the boat is going 100. And then you ski, and yeah, I forgot how to ski at night. We used to do the finals at Pro Tours, and it's definitely challenging, and the lake is moving. So I'm happy I'm still standing, and I didn't get hurt. And maybe I could have done a little more, but I'm happy.
Well, great job. Hey, you're in the lead. Let's see how it holds up, and hope to see you next year.
Yeah, I'll be back. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, TWBC, and all the sponsors. This event is amazing. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Back to you guys.
Certainly echo those sentiments there from Thomas de Gasperi, and we certainly hope to make a return this time next season. But for the moment, we're continuing to monitor the situation that is out on the water with Adam Sattermeyer. There is Nathan McGarry at the helm of that Nautique 200 towboat as we see Adam Sattermeyer from Czechia. Round the first couple of buoys. Round number 3, this is 12 meters. Trying to make a play on number 6, and he does so. So good effort there going forwards, and enough time for me to tell you about Sanderson. They have a renowned dining destination celebrated for its exceptional cuisine, and inviting ambiance and impeccable service. This award-winning establishment combines traditional and contemporary flavors using the finest locally sourced ingredients to craft innovative dishes. That is Sanderson. Looking at this instant replay, looking strong out there for the most part, and during some of the turns where he is not quite up to snuff, he has enough strength in reserve to pull it back into place. The effort that was there and the execution there as well. That is Adam Sattermeyer. So Adam Sattermeyer, former world overall champion, twice winner of the world overall championship, going back to the middle to late portion of the 2000s into the 2010s. As we see there, Corey Vaughan trying to acclimatise and get into it fairly quickly, because you're not afforded too much time to acclimatise to the course and its current state. Here we go, Adam Sattermeyer, 11.25 meters. Only one person so far has cleaned this run, and that is Thomas de Gasperi. Round number 1 and number 2. He's all over the show round number 3. He's managing to get back his technique here. He's still struggling a little bit off number 5. He gets round number 6. There you go. Whoa. A Herculean effort there, courtesy of Adam Sattermeyer. Barely hung on to that run. Oh, my word. Whew. So just looking at this once again, and just severely overturning a couple of these turns right here, and just managing just to push his back forwards and his shoulders up, and just trying to exert every little bit of strength that he can muster out there on the course as he gets round number 6. he has the higher seed than Thomas de Gasperi. So in that vein, if Adam Saddlemeyer were to get 2 on this next pass of 10.75 meters, although it will be on the surface a tie, because he has a better backup score, he would take the lead ahead of Thomas de Gasperi. However, if that tie for the lead exists all the way to the very end, then we could potentially have a runoff if this score of 2 at 10.75 meters remains unchallenged beyond this point. Let's have a look and see. There's number 1. He gets it to go. Here's number 2. Does he make a play on 3? And no, and it's a tie. It's a tie there with Thomas de Gasperi. It's the tie for the lead. And as I mentioned, if that tie remains unchallenged between now and the end, we could potentially have a runoff between 2 of Europe's finest slaloming athletes. Thomas de Gasperi from Italia and Adam Saddlemeyer from Czechia. The judges agree with the call. It is 2 down course a little bit there off number 2. No hope of getting round number 3. But the task is complete. So far, so good for Adam Saddlemeyer. Looking good for the most part, and able to critically get through 11.25 meters. And that is a critical pass going forward, especially for our next competitor coming to us out of Old Dominion, the nickname for the state of Virginia in the United States, from Bumpus. It is going to be Corey Vaughn. All right, revving it up into the course. 13-meter start, Corey Vaughn. Little bit of a hop, skip, and a jump as he begins to turn on all of these. And seems to be at ease so far with the opening pass on 13 meters for Corey Vaughn as he works his way towards the end of the lake. And let's check in with the doctor once more.
All right, Sledge, 2 at 39, 10-7. You are tied for the lead right now. Tell us about the conditions. How did it feel out there?
Yeah, you know, once you're in a course and you're in a rhythm, it actually is very doable. It's kind of fun, honestly. But getting to the course is definitely challenging. I struggled with my gates all weekend long, doing it at the dark when it's really pitch black. Approaching the course makes it 10 times harder. And, you know, with that, just the one balls are not as clean and the whole pass kind of becomes struggle. So if you get your gates right, I mean, 39 can definitely go down, but yeah, it's just a matter if, right? So.
Yeah, well, good job, and I know there's some people you want to shout out to at home. So.
Yeah, got my shorty, Alex. I love you, baby. I'm coming home soon, and yeah, see you. I guess I don't know.
Hi, Alex. Back to you guys.
All right, then. So Adam Saddlemeyer in a tied situation with the lead with Thomas de Gasperi, and still got quite a few skiers to go before we can determine whether there is going to be a potential runoff situation ahead with the tied score that they possess between them, with 2 at 10.75 meters. Here comes Corey Vaughn out of the darkness, back into the light. Oh, handle up high. Round number 3. Good for 4. Oh, and leaving this turn a little bit long down course as he gets round the 6 buoy count on 12 meters on pass number 2, Corey Vaughan. With that, let's say once again, what's up, Doc?
All right, here with Aaron. We were supposed to have Joel down here for some trash talk. I mean, we talked about it. I think he's scared.
Yeah, he bigged it up a lot, but you know he's not here, so what can we say? Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say there.
I actually see him running down. Oh, here he comes. Hold on.
What do you say? Better late than never.
Yeah, Joel.
So we're here though. Yeah, it's pretty dark out there, mate, isn't it?
Well, at least I've done it before.
Yeah, that's a good point. You must be crapping yourself then, because you've got experience. I have no idea what I'm walking into.
Well, you're the one who's run 41 before, so I'm just out here for the fun, man. You know.
I guess that means I'm the better skier tonight.
At the moment, yeah, but you know, we'll see about it. We'll see about that.
Well, all jokes aside, man. Good luck. Have fun out there, and don't miss the opener.
Nah, you too, man. You better don't think about that 2-ball, yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, that was fun. Congrats for making it here. And I know it's your first final of the European Tour. And hey, good job on making it. And I hope to see you when you come back with a smile on your face. Good luck.
Yeah, I think there'll be a smile on the face no matter what. I made it to the final, and we'll just see how it goes. We'll have some fun, and yeah, go left and right.
All right. We'll have some fun out there. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much. All kinds of stuff going on the dockside as we see on the water. Coming into the course, Corey Vaughan, 11.25 meters. There's number 1, all down course there. He buckled there, but he has the strength, he has the finesse to make his way through this run. There's number 4, round number 5. Can he make it round number 6? Just about does it! Oh my word! It is absolutely amazing to see this level of skiing in the dark. And there, Corey Vaughan, 11.25 meters, trying to work against the reduced light and the depth perception not being 100% in his favor. Oh, just look at that handle. Way up high on number 1 and just trying to recover his balance, at least on the first third of the course. Handle going up even higher there on buoy number 3, but managing to rock in off number 4, round number 5, and then it just became a battle of the will, getting round all 6 buoys. And there we go. Good skiing. That is a 6 buoy count at 11.25 meters as we look on dockside and see Aaron Davies. He'll be ready to take to the water next. He's standing next to Violetta Waterski. And just trying to make this as light-hearted as possible before he takes to the water. 2 is the lead. At 10.75 meters. Let's see how far he gets. Could end up being a multiple way tie for the lead. There's 1. There he goes. There's number 2. Now, does he make a play on number 3? Oh, he goes for the S-turn and just about executes it. But it is 2.5. That puts him into an outright lead situation with not too many skiers to go. So if it is adjudicated as 2.5, then that means that Corey Vaughan is in the lead with only a smattering of other skiers to come. We've got Sasha Desker and Joel Poland to come up within the next few minutes, but before them is Aaron Davies. And he knew that it was in his best interest to get as close to number 3 as possible, if not And just look at that. Get into the wakes, but not in time to score the full 3. He scores 2.5 as a result. Two and 1/2 buoys for Corey Vaughan on 10.75 meters, and that is a pretty darn good target that has been set by our skier from Bumpus, Virginia. And that skier in the water now, getting ready to go. His best score has been 1 at 10.25 meters.
All right, Nate, let's go, man.
All right. All right, let's get after it. Aaron Davies coming to us from Bolton in Lancashire and considers the OWSC here as one of his home training venues when he's on this side of the Atlantic. On the other side of the Atlantic, it would be Bennett's Waterski School over in Zachary, Louisiana, where he's worked extensively hard to get back into the best of shapes that he could possibly be, both physically and mentally. And with that, let's check in with the doc.
All right, Corey, 2.5 at 10.7. You're in the lead right now. Might be enough for a podium spot. How are you feeling?
I feel good. I mean, it was electric out there. That is a real thrill, and I'm very grateful. Thank you to everybody who put this on. My mindset kind of coming into this night final was, to channel my inner child. Like, I grew up skiing on big water at Lake Gaston. Shout out to all my Lake Gaston peeps and my family from there. And so I was just kind of one buoy at a time in the moment. It was a mess. It's pretty much how I grew up skiing, so it felt a little like home. It was a blast, and we'll see how it shakes out.
Well, that was some awesome perspective. Great job, and will we see you this fall at any events?
Yeah, I think hopefully all of them from here on out, bringing the tour back to the U.S., a little easier to get to, and the family will be with me for a lot of it, and we'll see you guys all around.
Awesome. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Why, thank you very much as we take a look at the moon once again, and the half moon, as it were.
All right.
And providing us with a little bit more additional light, not too much. Our venue is lit up on all sides by floodlights, especially that area where the drop is made after the odd-numbered passes. Aaron Davies, 12 meters, setting himself up well here. The first 3 buoys. Good knee bend, good defense against those rollers, and nicely done. That is Aaron Davies, and he's going to get ready for 11.25 meters. Just looking at this this high aspect shot here. Vote for your skier of the day. Could it be that effort there from Corey Vaughan that takes the vote for skier of the day? Could it be the efforts of previous skiers such as Adam Saddlemeyer and Thomas de Gasperi that could win you your favorite vote? Make sure you go to waterskibroadcasting.com, click at the link on the top of the page, and you'll be transported to the form that will allow you to vote for your favorite skier of the day. All right, Joel Poland in deep thought and reflection, getting ready to go for his run. Our second to last skier out, Sasha Deska, will be a final competitor to take to the water. Here comes Aaron Davies. Boat settling in, 58K, 11.25 meters in the dark. There's one, there's number two. Oh no, and he has to eject the handle off of buoy number two. He got too far forward and was just unable to continue on. So the score is going to be under review to determine whether he held onto the handle past the boat wakes after number two. That will determine whether he gets 1.5 or 2. We will have a look at the instant replay where our most talent view is going to be from the boat as Aaron Davies swims into shore. And he will have a pretty good reception from the folks across the way there. His score is 1.5 on 11.25 meters with 2 skiers remaining. Corey Vaughan still in the lead with 2.5 at 10.75 meters. We're looking at the instant replay. We'll find out and get a preliminary judgment here as to whether he got 1.5. And from that early perspective, without seeing the alternate view, it would seem to me, from a personal point of view, that Aaron Davies looks to have released the handle just prior to the center line. The officials are taking a closer look using this more forensic look off number two. Off number two. Oh, I think actually it's closer to being 2. But it's a case of whether he achieved and maintained skier position off buoy number 2. So it is 2, yes. He did maintain enough of his skiing position and held the handle a little bit longer past the central line of the boat, and that gives him 2. But unfortunately not enough for the lead, and Aaron Davies in 4th place right now with 2 at 11.25 meters. We see Saddlemeyer and De Gasperi with 2 at 10.75 meters and still in the lead with 2.5 is Corey Vaughan with 2 skiers remaining. And that being the case, it'll earn Corey Vaughan his first pro podium of the season, I believe. So Corey Vaughan has that going for him, of course. It could end up being the win, depending upon the performances that we'll see from Sasha Deska and indeed Joel Poland. Certainly getting plenty of messages from around the world, especially from those located on the eastern seaboard of the United States. Getting plenty of messages from the likes of Trish Weaver.
You gonna wait for the car or?
And
cool with me,
Dale Bloodgood, who are communicating their pleasure in seeing Corey Vaughan take the lead and still hold it at this time. And Joel Poland getting ready for his dock start, about to come into the course.
Hit it.
All right, off and on his merry way. Joel Poland coming to us from Clapham in London. Heading in towards the course. Here comes Joel Poland, 13 meters. Joel Poland not looking much different between the daylight and the darkness. So the final stand for Great Britain to put one of their skiers on the podium. That is Joel Poland. He gets ready to pull out for the 12-meter line run. As we continue to motor ride along, an opportunity here presents itself to tell you about OF Bell. They set the standard for excellence in construction, renowned for their superior quality and innovative solutions across residential, commercial, and industrial projects. All right, then, let's check in once again with the doctor.
All right, quick check-in with Corey. He just found out he made the podium, first podium of the season. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I just got my warm clothes on. I'm standing here talking with my buddy Sledge, and we were saying in 2017 over here in England, we went 1-2 on the podium. He was the top spot. Right now we're 1-2 in the reverse order, and we're just going to wait for 1-2 more skiers to see how that shakes out. So we're going to ride back to the hotel together. We were saying it would be a great car ride to, if we held our spots here. But Joel's on a mission. He's pretty scary out there, going for it. So, and Sasha, of course, he got the top score of the tournament. So a lot to go, but I know I'm happy and just want to see the show go on and go well. So we'll see what happens.
Thanks, Corey. Back to you guys.
All right, then, working his way towards the slalom course on pass number 2, 12 meters. You'll see him emerge out of the darkness very soon. There is Joel Poland, round 1, an excellent round buoy number 2. And you know, out of all of the skiers that we've seen so far, the one skier who seems to be at relative ease with skiing in the darkness appears to be the skier that we're seeing right now, Joel Poland. So in the realm of professional water skiing, this guy right here, Joel Poland, has won pro trick titles, pro jump titles, and the only thing that's missing is a pro slalom title. A true 3-event threat on the water at this time. Joel Poland. Joel Poland has a pretty stacked schedule between now and the end of the season. Not only is he chasing honors in single event pro tournaments, but he's also will be part of the overall scene coming up within about the next week or so, starting off in Austria. But that impending schedule there for Joel Poland couldn't be further from his mind right now as he gets ready for the pass of 11.25 meters. Joel Poland, former world overall men's world overall champion, the current men's world overall record holder, setting that towards the tail end of last season over at the Malibu Open in Tuscaloosa in Alabama. A must-run pass coming up now, 11.25 meters. Setting himself up wide. Boom, hits that one. Oh no, and he goes down on buoy number 2. Oh my word, you would not have expected this, and he's looking round and wondering what the heck just happened there. Looks like it's going to be 1 1/2 there on 11.25 meters. He's looking for his ski, and he's looking for a slalom ski. Got ejected out of it. And, those things are a little hard to find in the dark, especially when they're totally black on the bottom. So that means that as a result, Corey Vaughan can finish no worse than second. And Adam Saddlemeyer can finish no worse than third as a result of the performance that we're seeing here. And I'm not too sure what really happened there. Just stamped on the ski maybe a little bit too early and got that outside arm on the handle that caused his instability through the turn and his inability to get back across course in time for the next buoy. Maybe he started to rush things a little bit. Yeah, and that outside hand did come onto the handle a little bit early. And once you once you do something like that, the ski gets behind you and it's very, very difficult to recover from. All right, as we get ready for our final athlete on the water, Sasha Deska. Let me tell you about RAM Tech Systems. They are a versatile technology company specializing in a range of innovative services tailored to diverse client need. They offer managed website and email hosting solutions designed to provide seamless, reliable, and secure online presence for businesses and individuals. RAM Tech Systems excels in LPG gas management systems, streamlining administrative tasks for ski clubs and ensuring efficient and safe operations. And one other sponsor I need to mention, RG DJ and Photography. Big ups there to those cats at RG DJ and Photography for helping us with our coverage for this event and providing us with the audio speakers that surround this facility and being able to announce for you folks along the shoreline, and also providing us with the external generator power that is enabling us to stay live and online. All right then, we have the imposing French figure that is Sasha Deska. Getting itself set into that hard shell binding and riding that Conley Works 01 slalom ski. So, that HO Syndicate Works 1 slalom ski, I do beg your pardon, and got confused there for a moment. It is a little bit past my bedtime, so the odd mistake creeps in there, but hopefully from here on out it's going to be all plain sailing on that Syndicate Works 1 slalom ski. That is Sasha Deska. Of course, within the next few minutes, we'll determine who has won the D3 and Conley slalom skis as part of the audience prize competition. Trying to get a little bit ahead of myself for that aspect of our broadcast as we look at Sasha Deska on 30 meters. Looking good and on fire there with the opening pass on 30 meters. But may that be leading to a false sense of security? We'll find out in a moment, but not after we hear from the doc.
All right, Aaron. Hey, didn't knock down an 11, but not a lot of people did tonight. You are going to finish no worse than 5th, and that is, I think, your highest finish ever in a pro event. So congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that is the best I've ever done. This is probably the best pro tournament I've had, score-wise. You know, to run 39 both times, run 10.7 both times. That's the first time that's happened for me. It was a privilege to go off the dock one of the last. That was awesome to be a part of, and I'd just like to say thanks to Steve and everyone who's put the event on. There's a lot of work that goes into it. If people don't know how events put on, a lot of people do. A lot of people know how hard it is to put on events. So thanks to all those guys. Thanks to my dad, my parents, grandparents, of course. All my family's here, so big shout out to them. But yeah, no, I'm super happy with how I skied. It'd be nice to throw down on the 11, but yeah, didn't quite make it happen today. But no, I'm really happy.
Well, great job, and have some fun tonight, and hope to see you this fall at some tournaments.
Thank you, thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, now Nathan McGarry mashing down the throttle and coming in from the opposite end of the lake and emerging through the darkness on that HO Syndicate Works 1 slalom ski on top of that ski. Oh no, and he goes down on pass number 2. And as a result of that early fall on 12 meters, Sasha Deska has just gifted victory to Corey Vaughan from the United States of America. Oh my word.
That was the first one in how long?
Ever.
No way!
Yeah, this is history for me.
First professional win for our skier from Bumpus in Virginia in the United States, and the messages are coming in thick and fast for Corey Vaughan. We're going to get an interview with him very soon. Commiserations there for Sasha Deska on 12 meters, coming up short. Going to be 2.5 on 12 meters there, and that concludes the men's slalom competition. And let's have a look at this on the instant replay, getting round buoy number 1, and losing sight of him a little bit originally, but managing to get round number 2 and round number 3. Outside arm coming on, and the ski drifting behind him, and just not recoverable from that point. He'll swim into the shore. He'll naturally be disappointed. If we do have an opportunity to talk to him, I'm sure it'll be not the easiest of interviews for him to conduct. But Sasha Deska, just very aggressive with getting that outside hand on the handle. And as he gets transported into the dock, we'll find out a little bit more about those circumstances, and let's check in with the dock once again.
All right, Corey. Wow, that's pretty emotional. I'm so happy for you. First pro win. You did it in England. You did it under the lights. Pretty dramatic fashion. You're 38. We just talked about it. I'm so happy. Just say some words. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find the right words. This is a very special feeling that I've been chasing for a long time, and I think I had some fear that maybe it was never going to come. And it's been great to give a couple of friends that are right here some hugs. I'm excited to give a whole bunch more to a whole bunch more people that helped me get here. It doesn't happen without a village. First and foremost, that's my wife, Amelia, my training partner. So sending so much love home to her and Seth. And I got a lot of other thanks to give out, which I'll do in due time. The one other one I'll shout out for right now is my granddad. I always wanted to do this when he was here with us. Right before I skied here on the bank, I was thinking about my childhood days skiing at the lake with him. Looked up and saw the stars up there and just had a moment. And I want to dedicate this to him.
Thanks, Corey, and congratulations again. Truly amazing, and celebrate tonight. Back to you guys.
Was one famous lyricist once sang, "Not a dry eye in the house" for Corey
The
Vaughan.
cameras are still on me. What am I supposed to? I don't know what to do with my hands. Yeah. You deserve it. So happy for you, man. Thank you. So happy. Wow.
Wow. Fantastic effort there from Corey Vaughan, and his brand of ski, KD Skis, registering their first pro win as well in a slalom event. So well done to him and the KD
like a big
brand.
part of my life now.
So wonderful skiing there, and just one of those situations, you just never,
Now what
just
do we do?
absolutely never know how things are going to pan out. And we'll have a look at the final leaderboard in the men's slalom competition in just a moment. A big shout out to all of our corporate entities that you see below me here on the desk as we bring to a conclusion the skiing action here at the Oxfordshire Pro-Am for 2024. Corey Vaughan, your winner. 2.5 at 10.75. Adam Saddlemeyer, second spot, but with a superior backup. 2 at 10.75. Thomas de Gasperi, third. Another podium spot there for him, but with a weaker backup for third place with the same score as Adam. Aaron Davies in fourth place, 2 at 11.25 meters. Joel Poland, 1.5 on 11.25 meters. 1 on 11.25 meters, sixth place for Will Asher. Sasha Desker with 2.5 on 12, and Rob Hazelwood, 1.5 on his opener. So how does that affect the Waterski Pro Tour points coming up? Will Asher still very much in the lead on 2:43. Rob Hazelwood there in second place with 1:22. Cole McCormick on 1:18. Freddie Winter on 1:14. Sasha Desker with 1:03. Thomas de Gasperi on 95. Jonathan Travers on 88. Corey Vaughan is moved up to 8th place right now with 83 points. Brandon Caruso with 70. Joel Poland on 68. Nate Smith on 50. And Adam Saddlemeyer also on 50, a tie for 11th. And let's send it back once again and check in with the doctor once more.
All right, Sasha, going down a little earlier than you'd like. I'm sorry to hear that, but hey, thanks for being here. And hey, you've had a good few weeks, and it sucks to end the European tour like this. But hey, you'll be back, and we hope to see you again in this fall.
Yeah, I will be in Florida this fall. Yeah, it's a shame to finish like this, but I'm happy how I skied today. I mean, earlier and yesterday, so. When I saw Jamie struggling, Will, Rob, I was like, okay, it's not even slaloming, it's about surviving. So I'm not the one that survived tonight, and I lost.
Hey, well, thanks for talking with us, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So commiserations there to Sasha Desker and his effort out there. Not yielding much in the way of fruit there for him, but the brand leaderboard shows that Syndicate is still way out in the lead with 757 points, courtesy of the performances from Will Asher, Ali Nicholson, and Jamie Ball. Radar Skis with 2:16 in second, 1:72 for Good in third, D3 on 1:64 for fourth, and LaPointe still there with 120 points. So we'll have a look at the audience prizes for the women's and the men. So Stephen Bennett wins the audience prize for the Connolly slalom skis. Stephen Bennett will be in contact with you very, very soon to arrange which ski you want and the manner in which you want it to be delivered. So, the winner of the men's audience prize, Matthew Filipiak. He wins himself a D3 slalom ski of his choice. We'll be in contact with you shortly to decide what slalom ski you want to be sent to you, what length and what binding options, all that good stuff. So we'll continue right along. We've got the audience prize, and we'll also have, in time for the presentation, the vote for skier of the day. And here is the skier of the day, and I think with 32%, surprisingly, it's Manon Costar with 32% of the vote. Manon Costar wins with 32% of the vote. A late surge there, bringing the skier of the day vote for Manon Costar at 32%. All right, there are no doubt there'll be a lot of celebrating, a lot of partying going on, courtesy of our DJ across the way, as we conclude the action here at the Oxfordshire Waterski and Wakeboard Club. So we'll we'll wrap it up at this point. Thanks a lot for watching, especially you folks across the way and around various locales in the world. And on behalf of everyone here at TWBC, and indeed the entire organization spearheaded by Stephen Glanfield, I bid you a good night and ciao for now. And we'll see you in Canada in about 3 weeks' time for the U17 World Waterski Championships. But for now, it is ciao for now.